Hi guys, we've got a customer that's bought a mini dirt bike in. They've said that it cuts out, and when they leave it for a while and then give it a pull, it will start again. So that typically means that there is a blockage just in the jet, and sometimes it's letting fuel through and sometimes not. So what we're going to do for a start off is we're going to take this wee bowl off on the bottom. So easiest way is we'll just tilt the bike on its side so we can get to it from underneath. Now that we've tilted it on its side, we can get to the screw. So just a Phillips head screwdriver, and we can undo that one. And the other one. Just watch out, because the fuel that's in the bowl will pour out. Ideally, you want to be wearing some rubber gloves. If not, just have a rag or something available. Cool. So what we've got is we've got the bowl. First of all, what you want to check and see if there's any grit or stuff on the bottom. And there actually is a wee bit in there. You can't really see it that well, but we'll give that a bit of a good wipe out in there. The bit that sucks the fuel up is this bit here. So the fuel it comes, this is the valve that lets the fuel into the bowl, into here, and then it gets sucked up here. And what usually happens is the smallest bit of grit can clog this jet up, which stops the fuel getting through. And it can make the bike completely stop and not work at all, or it can make it intermittent so that it will work sometimes and sometimes it won't. So we're going to take this piece off here, give it a good blowout, and then put it back on. So all you need is just some pliers. Just be careful that you don't strip anything, and it just easily comes off, and then you can do it with your fingers. And then, so we've got this here, and what we want to actually do is this breaks down into a further two parts. So now we want to grab some pliers onto here, and we'll undo this bit here. Cool. So we've got our pliers just on that bit, and then this end here is just a flathead screwdriver, so we can put that in and undo that. Now that we've cracked that will come into a further two pieces, and usually it's this piece here. You won't be able to see this through the camera, but it's such a small gap that it gets clogged up. This bit here is a much bigger gap, and it's not usually this piece is the problem. So what you need to do is, if you've got an air gun, is put a bit of air through, or I can just give it a good blowout with your mouth is usually sufficient. But you've just got to give it a good blow and just check if you can't see it completely round on the inside and some light coming through. You just need to keep doing it until you've blown all the grit out of it. So I've given it a bit of a blowout. It wasn't actually too bad. So we'll tighten all this up again. Then we can go ahead and put that bowl on the bottom. Make sure that the seal, when you put the seal on, you just get both screws just started and make sure the seal's in the right position before you do it up completely tight. Sometimes it can slip or be in the wrong position, and you'll have petrol coming out everywhere as soon as you try to start it again. So just make sure that that's in position. We've now got the fuel bowl all attached, and the rubber gasket is all in position. So now we'll put some fuel back in the bike, give her a start, and see how she goes. So I've just filled it up with some fuel. I've turned the fuel tap on. I've got the key on, let's give her a pull. And there we have it. This one was obviously just blocked in here. What I also have found is sometimes it can be the O-ring in the back of this wee switch. Sometimes when you turn it to the on position, the O-ring, if it's worn, sometimes it will not move around. So even though this says on, it'll actually be off or halfway in between. So that could also be a problem too. But you can actually check that once you've got the fuel bowl off. You can actually let the fuel run through the system and turn this on or off. And then when you turn this off, obviously it should stop the fuel coming out of the bottom, and when in the on position, it'll let the fuel come through. So that'll then tell you if it's the switch. But 9 times out of 10, it's actually just the in here, just the valve in there that you need to blow out. So there you have it. That's how you get your mini ATV or dirt bike going again.